What if you could go back in time? Do you think you would have done some things differently? Or would you still stick to some of the decisions you made? Now, this might seem like a no-brainer question. You'll see, of course, you wouldn't make the same mistakes you made, and the good decisions that you made, you'll make them again. But when you deep it, when you really calm down to think about it, then it kind of dawns on you. The decisions that you consider good, if you had a chance to go back, would you really have made them again? The ones you now regret, if you had another chance, what makes you think you wouldn't make them again? That's the purpose of this video. If you had a chance to go back in time, would anything really change? Let's say you go back in time 5 years ago or more, right? In your mind, you think you probably quickly make some good decisions, like financially. Every opportunity you missed to become really rich because you didn't believe in them, you would have ventured into it as soon as possible. You would have probably bought Bitcoin. If you're Nigerian, you probably would have bought a lot of the dollar too, and a lot of things, right? We'll find out going forward. But I'm not even focused on the money part today. I'm talking about real deep emotional decisions. Like, would you have married the same person you're currently with now? Or the person you are dating right now and are currently planning to marry? Would you still have chosen them? I know you've had your ups and downs, and you know what they say, there's no easy relationship. You have to keep forgiving each other and stuff. I know you've sorted many things. I know you now understand each other better. I know you've moved on. I know you're in a happy place right now. I know it seems like a good decision at this moment. You are glad that you've gone through that phase where you were constantly fighting and now everything seems super peaceful. But if you could go back in time, would you still have chosen them without batting an eye? Without thinking twice? If you had a chance to choose again, with all you've gone through with them, would you still desire to be in a relationship with them? We'll find this out too as we move forward. Abusive relationships are more common than I thought they were. People just don't really speak up, so it seems as though it's not really rampant, but it is. And sometimes I wonder, if the lady could go back in time, would she have chosen the guy? Or would she run away the moment she comes in first contact with him? Now that seems like a dumb question. Like, of course, if she's back in time, she wouldn't want to have anything to do with him anymore. But I don't think it's that easy. I don't think she would immediately run away. And why is because despite knowing the future, the person in front of her right now is not the tyrant that abused her. It's the sweet, kind, caring, gentle young man she fell in love with. And then her mind starts speaking. One part says to run away. Another part says this time will be different. This time I will mold him into the perfect man I want. I will change him. This time I will warn him before we start the relationship that he must never lay his hands on me. This time I will make sure to teach him properly never to lay his hands on a woman. So if you went back in time, the decisions are not exactly easy. It's not exactly black or white. That you know the future doesn't automatically mean that you'll make better decisions. You are just more informed on what will happen, but you are still the same person. There's a reason she liked him before, and that reason is probably still part of her person. Why am I saying this? Maybe don't be too hard on yourself, Maybe don't feel too bad for making the decisions that you made. You most likely have done the same thing whether you knew the future or not. You most likely have agreed to date the person you are dating right now. You most likely have decided to marry the person you are married to right now. You probably have entered that same abusive and toxic relationship. You probably have still gotten married to someone and gotten a divorce. You probably would have still gotten pregnant out of wedlock. And even in the case of financial opportunities, like buying Bitcoin and the dollar early and stuff, you just might not do it, You will think that's impossible until your mind starts telling you that what if the future has changed? What if the same thing that happened back then is not what will happen now? What if Bitcoin is not going to rise? If I spend all my money buying it now, what if it fails and I lose all my money? And this is because you're a unique person. There are things that you do and things that you do not do. There are some risks that you don't take. There are things that attract you and things that don't. There are things that you like and things that you don't. So whether you have more information doesn't really change a lot of things. You probably have done the same things. And I'm here to tell you that that's okay. Stop beating yourself up. Stop spending every day of your life regretting your decisions. Stop looking at that little child that you're now taking care of alone with disdain. Stop getting angry at him or her for no reason. It's okay. Your life isn't over. It might not be how you want it to be right now, but you can reshape it, You can set new dreams, set new plans, you get me? Stop feeling bad for letting yourself be abused. You're out of it now, aren't you? It's a new beginning for you, a breath of fresh air. You'll meet someone new, someone better. It's okay. No matter how old you are, the fact that you're still alive means that you still have time to be happy, to be free. And if you're in a good place, in a good relationship, maybe it's time to even be better, Be a much better person to your partner, treat them well, be more understanding, kind, do all the good stuff. So what's the conclusion of this matter? If you could go back in time and start over, you'll probably do the same things. So let's not worry about the past any longer. Let's focus on the now and on the future. Let's focus on being better people now. Let's focus on living with the decisions that we've already made and on making better decisions going forward. Let's reevaluate our lives. Let's ask ourselves, what are the mistakes I've made in the past that I don't want to repeat in the future? And how do I become a better version of myself that doesn't repeat those kind of mistakes? Because the truth is, until we change from the kind of person who made those mistakes and decisions, we'll keep making them no matter how old we become. For example, if you're a person who is comfortable spending all their money without saving, you'll probably still do the same thing if you could go back in time. So there's no need beating yourself up about how wasteful you have been. You have to decide now to be a better version of yourself, learn to breed yourself to not buy anything that you see, to not buy stuff that are not important and things like that, so that going forward, you don't make those decisions again. Another example is if you've previously been in an abusive relationship, you know what signs you ignored. Your kind of person normally is okay ignoring and overlooking those things. So what you do now is decide to be a version of yourself that won't overlook anything that looks like it will be trouble later on. So final thoughts. If you went back in time, chances are you will make those same decisions because you will now see yourself in a position of control. Instead of automatically running away from that abusive guy, you'll be like, since I know what will happen, it will be better this time. I won't trigger him. I will teach him. I will mold him. I will shape him so that he doesn't become that person in future. And not just that, your mind might tell you, the future might not even be the same again. Things might have changed. You get me? So don't beat yourself up over past mistakes. Don't live a life full of regrets. Pick yourself up, shake the dust off, choose to live for now and for the future. You'll be alright. So that will be all for this video. If you stay till the end, you're a real G and I appreciate you. I've crossed 200 views across my long form videos and this might seem little, but it's not little to me at all and I don't take it for granted. I'm grateful for everyone who takes time to watch, like, share and have subscribed. It means a whole lot to me. That being said, I'll see you in the next one.